So my top 5 this summer, I mean, I'm going to go with the newcomers just because what they were able to do in positions that they were never in. Tyler Bourne,
Mm-hmm.
Cooley Poppy, my
Yeah,
boy
I was about to
Kev.
say.
Yeah, Kev get busy.
I like
Yeah.
it was always a question because like I said, these are two dudes that have been nice. Tyler Bourne been nice.
Mm-hmm.
All through high school, he always gave me fits because he never wanted to play with me
Mm-hmm.
because I had all his boys and he just like it was too much.
Yeah.
So he would always play on other teams, But he always gave us a problem from as a little kid.
Yeah.
So I always knew what he could do because he was always that size and he always had to deal with the same adversity and he handled that with no problem. So I knew on the stage if he was in the right place, he would be able to do the same thing because he never quit. He's not like he stopped or he went to college. His numbers was crazy still. So like, and it's
Right.
easy for him, So I knew he was going to do what he did. Kev too. Kev,
So
another dog from Coney Island.
Yeah.
My boy is fearless.
hold on. So let's get into Coney Island because this how you know when you a fire team, right? When you busting a team ass. I mean, y'all might be up 4 or 5 points, and then niggas want to middle of third quarter timeout, and niggas want to bring in NBA players. Honestly, I just was like, damn, that's how they got to do it to these days. So what do you do when you facing that kind of adversity? You feel me?
See, the thing I find out with NBA players, a lot of times it's a gift and a curse though.
Yeah.
Because NBA, meaning they might have the talent, but they don't always, they're not always invested in the game the way they should be. So they might hurt you
Yeah.
more than they help you. I've seen a lot of them come and hurt teams because they're not really playing to win. They don't really care.
Yeah.
It don't really matter to them. They want to play, but like that was for me. That was big for my boys.
Yeah.
I got my 2 college boys out there. He watching.
Yeah.
They about to lose, and he jumped out there and said he going to do something about it. I said,
right.
y'all should be proud of that. That he came to watch. He ain't come to play.
Yeah, but y'all
They had
made
to
him
find
play.
him sneakers.
That's gangster.
Don't get me wrong. He should have got a couple texts and all that.
Yeah, he pushed
They
him
gave
on me. I wasn't feeling that.
Yeah, they
he pushed
definitely gave
JC.
him.
But
but the Romy ain't the dude to push because
Nah,
Romy ain't going back
yeah,
down.
that's
no
my
matter.
boy.
But he thinks that's his. He wants to intimidate.
Yeah.
And for some dudes, that'll shake you up.
Yeah.
So he ain't going to do nothing
Nah,
to
I
you.
know,
But
I
he just
know.
want to do that. See if he's a young dude, he get in their head. Romy
them out they game.
Romy not going to be scared.
Nah, he
of
not
that.
having that. For that, that's the fort right
But I
there.
mean, like I said, that was huge for us. That was
Yeah.
big. Shout out to Coney Island.
But that's
It
what
was
I'm
a good
saying.
tournament.
When you a team, a strong team, that they gotta go do that because not only did they bring an NBA player, they also brought in another ref. Like I just like wanted to know what was going on.
Because when you got that type of talent on the court, you
Yeah.
should have 3 refs though.
no, you should have 3
It
refs.
should have never not have
But
been 3 refs.
It should have been 3 refs from
from
the
the
start.
beginning.
You
like,
feel me?
I got Division 1 players on the floor.
Yeah.
Y'all got pros, dudes that was in NBA, all that. Like, there's no way that you don't have 3 refs for a game like that.
Yeah.
Because we was out there.
I ain't gonna lie.
We was out there.
First time out there was the middle of the summer. I done been to zone shit. That was what? Coney Island versus
SOG.
SOG.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the best games I've been
Yeah,
to.
it was
I was
lit.
on the
Yeah,
court,
Yeah,
like,
but they.
oh, this shit.
But let's talk about how they
First
cheated
time
the
in
Stompers,
Whitehead.
man. Because I feel like they cheated them. I was out there.
Yeah,
going,
nah, I ain't gonna
was
front.
going.
I didn't
it
really
wasn't-
I didn't like how it went down, but like I said,
Yo,
I'm not. Listen, I know how hard it is to run a league and to
Yeah.
be on all 4
No,
fronts.
no. They
I don't
had
like
to listen.
say
Listen,
it,
they
but
had
it
to
was
do
a
what they
lot-
had to do.
It was
you
a
feel
lot
me?
of shit going on that I ain't like,
Yeah, I feel
but
you.
it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We still was a very winnable game with all that
Facts.
happened. And I feel like we missed some free throws late. We had a good look at the last second shot. Like Romy could have knocked that down. That would have been
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
So I mean, it would have been legendary still. But I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I
it definitely
said,
was a good game.
Lance had to get dressed. So that
Like,
was
that's
the
fire,
highlight
though.
of the night. you
Yeah,
feel
because
me?
like when you gotta do that, it's like, you know what I mean? Because we was out there, man, and we like the only guys. I'm from Bed-Stuy, he from Canarsie. We rooting for BK Stompers. So just imagine us rooting for BK Stompers around 1 million Coney Island
Coney
niggas.
Island,
But
right.
you know what I mean? We don't care because like fuck it, we going for our team. It's basketball.
Facts. I
You
love
feel
that.
me? But yeah,
I love
man,
that.
I was tight about that. I wish they would have got further. I wish it would have been the Stompers in the championship
Yeah, I
instead
would have
of
loved that. Too.
instead of
and then you gotta
fucking
understand
Coney Island.
half of the other team is my team too.
Yeah, that's a fact. You got
You know
Tyler
what I'm
Bourne,
saying?
Kev. That's why I said speaking to Tyler Bourne and Kev.
Yeah,
you feel me?
facts.
But nah, I mean, it definitely was a great game, and that's why we appreciate guys like you just bringing that energy outside. Cause I mean, when the pandemic happened, we didn't get summer basketball.
facts.
That's a
Nah,
fact.
you know what I mean? And I was
Lost a few ball players too.
Yeah,
just
shout out
them
to
not being
Ryan.
outside.
Wasn't
not on
Ryan?
the
He
court.
was a stomper, right?
Yeah, for
y'all- how
sure.
many
That was
stompers
my
y'all
guy
lost?
from. Yeah, I mean, just in the basketball world, period. Like dudes being in the wrong place at the wrong time because they not. There's no basketball going on, so you got dudes hanging out in their hood getting shot, and going through all kind of shit. So the basketball is really necessary, and it's a good thing.
Facts.
Like my guys, when they on the road with me in the summer, they missing all that shit that's happening in the hood.
Yeah,
By the
that's
time they
good.
get home, they not going to no block. They going in the crib
Yeah,
because
they
they
tired.
burnt out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but I like that though. Like you'll come back and hear, yo, this happened. But you was in hoops in the sun, and then you went from there to Gersh, and now you dead at the end of the day. So you going in the crib, wake up the next day, and do the shit again.
Facts.
Definitely. Shout out to Twan, though. He said that in the first documentary joint. He said that street basketball keep the crime down.
It do, for sure.
That's a fact.
And even to the point where the hood dudes starting to respect the tournaments, and, you know, and the police presence is great. Like, dudes ain't coming to tournaments to turn up no more.
Yeah.
And there's so much people there, there's nobody nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't come there to do your business because the cops is there. So unless you trying to go to jail.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I love it. I love what it does, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody going in the crib after that anyway. So.
Yeah, you burnt out like you said. Real talk. So like what you got in store for the future for the Stompers?
Like I said, we gonna keep growing, you know what I'm saying? I like when like my thing with this be like people don't understand the financial sacrifice and the time sacrifice that you gotta make. So I need dudes that's locked in. I don't need, especially now with all this money this summer, they must have gave out $200K between New York and New Jersey.
Facts.
Oh,
maybe
and like
more than
maybe
that.
more than that.
A bunch of little tournaments.
Right, facts. Even the little sneaky little weekend joints and all that, like they was giving the bread out. So if this is the case, any team, even if you won half of $200K or quarter $200K for summer ball, we've been playing for trophies, bullshit TVs, bags. You know, so now if this is going to be the new trend, it's worth everybody locking in and getting in that gym and coming. Like, look what ADC was able to do this.
Yeah.
Bunch of dudes in shape, ran everybody in the ground.
Yeah,
like they might not have been, in my eyes, they wasn't the most talented team, but they was the best team.
Yeah.
They were the hardworking team. They pressed, like, who dealt with a press like that?
Facts.
You ain't dealt with a press like that in years. Years.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about
that's what I'm saying. Even in college, it's no answer for just sheer effort.
Yeah.
There's no press break. It's none of that. It's consistent. That's what the thing is. They will wear you down.
Yeah.
And they coach knew that. So he banked on that. You might beat the press a few times. And it might look good, but by the third, fourth quarter, the weed lungs is kicking in. And then people start doing.
How you deal with that, like, as a coach, when they just pressing that hard?
It's tough. I mean, like I said, it's tough. If you got the right guys on the court, they could deal with the press. But the problem is the consistency dealing with the press. As you make subs, different people that you put in the game got different IQs. Once the tired starts hitting, like a lot of things start to lag. Like you niggas is missing free throws because they fatigue. Niggas ain't running the way they would. Like you get past the ADC play, you got 3 of them niggas chasing you. If they get a steal, it's 3 of them niggas at the rim waiting for you to miss so they can get the rebound. Like dudes on my team, they start running out of gas. So
that's a fact.
you gotta beat them. You can't like play with them. Cause like every time we did lose to them, it went, even when we beat them, it went to the wire. Whenever we lost to them, it was still to the wire because it was like we was leaving it on the court because dudes was burnt, tired.
Yeah, listen, I lost money that game because I fucking with the Stompers.
Right.
My man right here, he was fucking with ADC. You feel me?
Respect.
I feel like TV plays that game. I feel like Stompers win that game.
I feel like it could have been that. It could have definitely been that. But you gotta understand that game that you talking about, Gersh, right?
Yeah.
We missed 20 free throws as a team.
Yeah.
Damn.
You can't leave that much points on the
That's a
board.
fact.
And I'm not expecting us to hit all 20, but if we lost by 3, missing 20 free throws. So now we make half of that, which is still a bad shooting percentage.
Y'all win that game.
We win the game relatively comfortably. And we controlled the game the whole game. They came in the end. They took it. Shout out to that. That was tough. You know what I'm saying? That was real gritty. You feel me? But at the same time, like I said, the game was won. But you got like now if you can't if you don't score, if they're fouling you so you don't score and then you're not making the free throws, how do you win that? You know, you can't win that game, and that's not something I could coach or uncoach. Like, you know, all of the fake coaches be on the side. That's the one thing I hate about Gersh. I hate all the fake coaches.
Yeah.
If you a coach and you all the dudes that got all the answers, yo, Ron, you should have did this. I'm like. And I hear dudes in the back telling dudes, yo, why he got you on the bench? Like, why you on the bench? Now everybody sucking their teeth. Y'all hear them in the background wilding like, oh, Yo, why this bum ass nigga? Why tell that nigga Ron's put you in the game?
Yeah.
Why you on the bench? And you could be the ninth nigga on the team in a rotation, but your family members or your mans is telling you need to be in the game. Now this nigga sucking their teeth that don't normally get in the game.
Facts.
And I'm just like, yo, y'all be going crazy, right? Like I hear, but Gersh be fucking niggas heads up.
Nah, I watch.
And you got niggas getting dressed after the game, but then they want to get back.
Before the game even start.
Yo, all the time, bro. I be hearing, it's be crazy because I be trying to focus on coaching, but I be hearing niggas. Yo, you hear niggas like, yo, this wrong nigga Ron's bugging. Why he got these niggas? Why they not in the game? I'm like, nigga, because that nigga can't guard nobody. I be turning around responding sometimes like, nigga, that's your man that gets 30. That every nigga that want to get 30 could get 30 on him too.
Yeah.
So it's at times when you gotta make those decisions. Like, it's not even about disrespecting nobody, but everybody doesn't do everything well. That's why there's specialists in the NBA. That's why there's specialists on teams. You got guys that do certain things. So you might be a great scorer, but you might not be a great defender. So if the other dude on the other end is a great scorer and I need a stop,
then you gonna go for the defender.
I gotta go with the defender. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no disrespect, and it's not that he's better than you, but he might be better at this than you. Right. Feel me? But even the dudes, when you talk to them, they delusional. They don't understand that. I was like, yo, we're not trying to do a scoring battle. When we down, we need stops.
Yeah.
I don't want you to just I'm a score, he score, I score, he score until one of y'all miss. If we down, we need stops and we gotta score. You feel me? So that means I need a dude that could create a turnover some type of way. You know, like I know my team. Like I said, they not ADC. ADC is conditioned to press for 3.5 quarters. Yeah. They might let up a little bit in the fourth. Yeah. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, depending on the team. If you ain't already blown out by then. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. It's like, there's no, you hear dudes, you could just do this. Just throw it there, like, bro. If it was that easy, dudes would do it. And they're doing this to top level pro. I've seen them snuff out teams with top level dudes that individually are great players. So I was like, it's a system. And they all buying in. It's no egos over there. They don't care if JC and Zay Station shoot 40 shots each. They don't care if they have 6 or 2 or 4. But Fridge is subbing them niggas 2 and 3 at a time. They running out there playing D. When he subbed them out, they coming out. Ain't nobody getting dressed. Ain't nobody taking their shirt off. Ain't nobody talking shit. You know what I'm saying? They trying to win. So you gotta respect that as a team and a unit. You know. Right. So, and I tell my guys, look, that's something I want to emulate because we got more talent. But if y'all dudes could get gritty like that, then we'd have been up 100K easy. Easy. But you gotta be willing. Everybody, you got dudes that's too cool. They don't want to look like they playing hard. I'm like, that's not how you win, bro. That's not how you win. But see, that's the thing. Like, when you get dudes that go to the NBA, we can all agree on this. You get to the NBA by being a standout in something. How many dudes are actually a standout in the NBA, though?
Not a lot.
Right. So that means everybody else, to keep their job, they got to assume a position. So you might have got here for getting 30, but now you a 3 and D. You play D, you rebounding, you hustling. Yeah, right. You turn into that. But that's what you got to do to win. That's what you got to do to be effective as a player, because it's only one ball. Everybody can't have the ball. So I tell guys, if you got the ability to do other things, you need to do it. If you're small, you have to guard. The little things like boxing out, shit gets lost. But I'm just like, yo, listen, these are little things that make you better. It's little things, but you got to get dudes that want to listen. But like I said, it's because there's a lot of other coaches that don't reinforce that. Yo, look, just come over and get 30. I don't care that you can't guard nobody. I don't care that you can't do all these other things, but you could get 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell dudes all the time, man, you got to think about a lot of shit. Now, even if you a dude that gets 30, but you ball heavy, you a point guard, you bringing up the ball, you shooting the ball every time, you're not giving nobody else no touches. By the end of the game, you're going to be playing by yourself. Because you've been playing by yourself all game. Nobody's touching it. What's making these dudes want to rebound for you or block shots for you or help you on defense? Why? They not touching it. So it's your job to keep them happy as well. That's a job. You know what I'm saying? That's something to do. If dudes don't touch the ball, some dudes don't need a lot of touches. Give him 2 or 3 touches so he could chill. He feel like he's doing something. He's good. He's going to keep playing. You feel me?
Sometimes everybody want to be the star sometimes.
Yeah, you get that. But like I said, you got to give him the buy-in. Like, you may have star capability, you know what I'm saying? But every game is not your game. Some game might be some. And if somebody else is cooking, you got to come on this bench and clear check.
Or pass the ball.
Yeah, fact. Keep giving it to him and clap it up. Let him shine. But a lot of dudes don't like to do that. You get those egos like, nah. Yeah. It's him, like, nah, it could be me. Like, I get dudes that do that all the time. You know this other nigga get 30, and I know you get 30 too, right? but you mad because he getting 30 today and not you.
Yeah.
So you on the bench, yo, this
Tonight
nigga
not your
Ron.
night.
This nigga Ron's playing himself today. Fuck that nigga Ron. I'm not coming to the next game.
So how do you coach somebody with a big ego?
I mean, there's so many of them. Like I said, they don't act like they have a big ego to themselves, but you just could tell. You can see the body language, you see the energy. You just got to get them to try to buy in. This is a team. It's not about you.
Yeah.
It's not about what you can do. We know what you could do, but today it's his day.
Yeah.
We gotta let him rock. We gotta play through him until that don't work no more. Then we adjust the strategy. You feel me? Like,
Got you.
so that's you got to get the egos got to be let go if you want to win.
That's a fact.
If you want to win, you got to be willing, and you got to trust your teammates too. You got to know that this dude might be capable of doing all the same things as you. He might not do it the same way you do it, but he might be just as effective of a player.
Yeah.
So I mean, once you get your team to buy into that, and everybody can do everything, you'll be fine.
Facts.